Hello, Amantis here, and today we are going to be playing a Twisted Tale. It's, as described in the website, it's a humorous point-and-click adventure with a sprinkle of retro voodoo. It's currently available as a demo where you can get the first impression of the game, and it's available in both English and German on Steam, with Russian subtitles as well. The forecasted release is set for September 1st, 2022. Okay, before the recording of this session, I have actually tried to play this game for a few minutes, and there isn't going to be any story progression. However, there are 23 Easter eggs, as described in the official Discord, that for us to spot. Now, the challenge here is to see if we can spot all 23 of them in the opening scene. I might not get all 23, but let's try, shall we? Anyway, without further ado, let's start the game. So there isn't a big story or complicated puzzle waiting here for you. In fact, no puzzle at all. Instead, you will get a first impression of the vision of how a Twisted Tale is going to be. Little errors may be included. Play at your own risk. Have fun exploring, and thank you very much for playing. Oh, and there are 23 hidden homages and references to famous point-and-click adventures. Can you find them all? We shall try.
Ooh, a knick-knack store. That reminds me of the old days when Grandma used to take me to those rancid dollar shops.
Knick-knack store? Rancid? I resent such terminology.
Sorry.
Antiques. These are antiques. Precious, rare, unique pieces. Carefully selected by none other than me, personally. And offered to the public for purchase. For a small contribution, of course.
I didn't mean to be rude.
And that means do not touch anything. No touching. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just look with your eyes. Do you understand that?
Yes, of course.
Excellent.
This guy doesn't seem to be the most relaxed sort. Let's look around a bit, but we'd better not touch anything. We don't want the poor fellow to have a heart attack and end up with me being wanted for murder. You know, like in the pilot of a streaming series or something.
Alright, and we have the how to play section. Escape open dialogue to quit the game. Right mouse for inventory and left mouse using look. Skip dialogues with right or left mouse button. Okay, so gameplay is very simple. Very typical point and click with just a mouse. Alright, let us start. Upon first glance, it is a very reminiscent of Monkey Island 3, Curse of Monkey Island, at least in terms of the artwork and the layout. So we are going to explore this area a little bit.
A rubber chicken.
Includes a carabiner hook. Original piece from the 90s.
I was about to say rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle, which was actually from Monkey Island 1. The Secret of Monkey Island, where it featured a rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle. So that makes, I guess that makes homage number 1. Now let's take a look at these dishes.
Dishes. Vases. Plates. More vases. Reminds me of Grandma.
All precious one-of-a-kind pieces. Terribly fragile.
Maybe we'll look at some books.
Oh, books! Let's see. Posel Smurther.
Translated, Death's Messenger.
Author S. Gordon. And here, the Papa Pichu Bush and Other Curiosities from Plunder Island. An anthology. Interesting.
Another interesting fact, Plunder Island is actually one of the islands featured in the Monkey Island series. I forgot which part of the series it was, but for sure Plunder Island appeared in the Monkey Island games. Right, moving on. Let's see if we can...
Boxes. No
see
labels.
boxes.
Do not touch!
What's in there?
Nothing!
Nothing?
Nothing!
You sell empty boxes?
I prefer the name cardboard. They are antique. Do not touch.
Yes, indeed. Antique, do not touch. Alright, here's a puppet.
A doll made of cloth. It has only embroidered eyes, but otherwise no face.
A voodoo doll. Needles only available at extra cost.
The voodoo doll could be an homage to the voodoo lady who played a very big role in the Monkey Island series. Next we have a tripod.
A wooden tripod. Does not look very special.
Excuse me? French origin from the year 1996. A diamond is said to belong to it. Unfortunately, untraceable until today. Probably in unknown private possession.
Alright, moving on.
A bottle in which there is a small model ship.
An original item from a Caribbean restaurant. Especially popular with pirates. May have traces of chicken feathers.
I don't know how many homages that would count because a bottle of a ship. I remember seeing that in Grim Fandango, where the captain or the old man who used to watch the ships at the harbor in Ribacava, he was building a little ship model inside a bottle. And all these references with restaurants in the Caribbean, plus chicken feathers. That one time when Guybrush Threepwood from Monkey Island 3, Curse of Monkey Island, walked around as a chicken. Right, let's move on. There's a
A
sign.
sign. It says, touching forbidden. And underneath in small letters, touching obligates to purchase. No exception.
Exactly.
Ay, so it means we can't touch anything. Right, strange orbs.
Some weird decorative orbs.
Hand-woven voodoo orbs made from natural hair. Each piece is unique and highly exotic. Connoisseurs would notice right away.
I'm almost certain that the orbs represent something, but I can't quite put my finger on what yet. Okay, let's move on. Here's a chandelier.
A chandelier. It looks like it used to hang in an old pirate's nest.
It did.
I swear the chandelier appeared in one of the pirate games, but I just don't quite recall where it came from. I am going to place my bet on either Monkey Island 1, Secret of Monkey Island. Alright, moving on.
A picture. Very orange and yellow. Looks exotic.
Part of an original rug of exotic origin. Sold to me by a man named Brian 2000.
I'm not sure where the orange rug came from. No, that's definitely an homage, but move on. Let's move on. Here's a hat. Looks like a wizard's hat.
A hat. Looks like it's from a magician's costume.
Original piece from 1994. Guaranteed not a replica. Very expensive.
Right, and let's take a look at the tailor's dummy.
A tailor's dummy. It's not exactly very modern what it's wearing.
Then again, modern things have no place in an antique store.
That's true.
Then let's take a look at the jacket and scarf.
A red scarf.
Once belonged to a well-known hero in search of a better life.
That sounds romantic. Did he save someone?
Yes and no.
Did he find the better life then?
Yes and no.
And he's still a hero?
But of course.
Alright, let's go down and let's look at the jacket.
An old jacket. My grandma used to wear one of those every day.
Real vintage, 1996. Originally from the USA, imported to France.
These I unfortunately don't have any idea where the references came from. Let me know in the comments below if you actually know which homage this belongs to. Alright, oh, TV with game console. Let's check this out.
An old TV with a game console. This is really retro.
A real gem, isn't it?
What is on the game console?
A nice adventure game with comic art. But the puzzles? Whew, very illogical. You die. A lot.
Have you tried it?
Of course.
Finished it?
No, I didn't get past the mouse cage. I'm missing the walkthrough.
By far, I am actually enjoying the voice acting for these two characters so far. Between our protagonist and the shopkeeper, it is very old school Monkey Island feel, and I really enjoy that. Oh, picture with Earth. Let's see what happens when we click on it.
A small picture. It shows the Earth, behind it the sun slowly rising.
An original. Artist is a certain Orion B.
I also don't know where the reference came from, but let's move on. Oh, picture of Tofu face. Once again, Monkey Island free because of Monkey Island. Fun fact, that was actually the first Monkey Island game I have completed in the entire series, even before the first and second Monkey Island games. And there was one scene where Guybrush Threepwood needed to get into a party with the carnivals, and he was not allowed to go to the party without a mask, so he made one out of tofu.
A face.
A tofu face. Snapshot taken by a nature photographer for a report. Very rare.
Yeah, let's move up. Strange picture.
I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at.
A self-portrait of a certain F. Wildly. On the back is written, "For my best friend, Drew Blank."
F. Wildly was also very familiar. I do not recall which game it might have come from. I am going to go with Monkey Island once again. Also, let me know in the comments if you know what the reference is. A picture of a dog?
A dog. Somehow the picture looks familiar.
Fits in any living room, from the estate of an elderly lady.
I don't know if the dog is actually an homage to the Sam and Max series, but that is a possibility because Sam and Max was one of those games that was also considered as a classic, and I will be doing a series on Sam and Max at some point on this channel, so keep an eye peeled and remember to subscribe to keep updated if ever I do decide to do Sam and Max. Alright, let's move on. Not a strange picture.
And that's, yeah.
A self-portrait. Dedicated to a Dr. F. Edison, supposedly the father of the artist.
This one I would think it came from Day of the Tentacle, which actually sets off an entire series of classic point and click adventure games. And this was probably that alien, part of that alien monster, because I would count that as one of the homages. Poster of pirate.
Looks like an advertising poster with a pirate.
Not a replica. Remnant of an old hotel on a Caribbean island.
The poster says, Grog, more than a soft drink, now also available in the following flavors: Diet Grog, Cherry Grog, Grog Classic, Caffeine-Free Grog, Neo Grog, a non-alcoholic variant, and Light Grog. Wait, it also says something in small underneath. Contains kerosene and battery acid. Wait, what? Battery acid?
A national drink.
Okay. there is still something there. Caution, eat contents quickly, otherwise eats through cup bottoms. No liability, all rights reserved. Delicious. Huh.
For sure, this one came from a Monkey Island game. In the first Monkey Island, or the second Monkey Island, there was a talk of diet grog, cherry grog, and light grog, beer grog, etc. that made it into the game. And it's an amazing reference to the kind of drinks that pirates used to drink on board. So I would put that on one of the Monkey Island games once again. Seriously, I do have to play the retro Monkey Island games again at some point as well. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, diamond ring.
A diamond ring. Wow, that's really a big diamond.
Real and real cursed.
Cursed?
Natural. Original engagement ring of a zombie pirate. One of a kind. Rare. Valuable. The distinctive, inherent smell is unmistakable and not a sign of inferior quality, but a sign of authenticity.
Right now I am loving the diamond ring reference. The zombie pirate was the shopkeeper was talking about was actually zombie pirate LeChuck. And that was actually, the diamond ring itself was actually the reason why Monkey Island 3 came in the first place, because it was all about taking that cursed ring off of the Guybrush Threepwood's fiance, Elaine Marley. And that was an amazing game, I can tell you that. That's how, just being able to get all these references, it's just brings me a lot of nostalgia. Alright, looks like we have, let's see if we can, there is anything else we can click on the shelf. Oh, we have a clock here that we missed. Let's check it out.
Clock. I am not sure if this is the right time.
Of course it is.
Oh, gotta love the shopkeeper. Alright, let's take a look at... Actually, let's take a look at these objects over here. And there's a sign.
A sign. I can't read the inscription.
And it's none of your business either.
How about the bell?
A little bell. Strange. Although the door opens outward, I could swear that the little bell rang when I entered the store.
Not for sale. Latest generation. Powered by solar energy. Registers every new customer, even without mechanical bells and whistles.
Cool.
This one I might have heard the sentence here before regarding bells, but let's move on. Painting of a dog.
A painting. It shows a dog.
The artist claims that it is a humanoid version of a dog that he encountered in a cartoon-like second reality. Clearly attributed to surrealism.
I still think it's probably Sam from Sam & Max. And here is a gramophone.
A gramophone. Basically the primeval dinosaur of Bluetooth speakers. Just without Bluetooth, and without power, and without speakers. And not quite as handy.
It comes with a record. Beethoven.
Ooh.
Sonata 12 in A-flat major.
Uh-huh.
Funeral march.
Oh.
Gotta love it. Oval picture.
An oval picture. I think it's a portrait.
Of course it's a portrait. It shows a face, 2 eyes, mouth, and nose. What else would it be?
Well, I don't know. I don't quite get the reference for that one. But anyway, let's move on to the suit of armor.
An armor. It looks very well preserved. Must be very precious if it's an original.
Originates from the liquidation of a Parisian joke store. The owner is a distant acquaintance.
The chewing gum machine.
A chewing gum machine. As As a child, I used to search the street for pennies on my way home from school, just to throw them into the nearest chewing gum machine. You always had a choice between half-fossilized gum from 3 generations ago, or a real porous junk toy. I always preferred the chewing gum.
Fully functional. However, it only contains chewing gum.
I swear I must have seen a chewing gum reference at one of the games. Do apologize if I don't get the reference at this point, because it's been a very long time since I've played in a lot of these games. I am loving the detail of this little spider crawling up the Viking hat. It gives a little bit of a movement over here. Alright, let's move on. Taylor's dummy, TV game of console. Can I click this? I can't. Oh, we have a coin.
Hey, a coin!
And we have signpost.
An oversized arrow. I guess it's supposed to make sure you don't miss the table. Well, that's accomplished.
Genuine. Handmade. Not for sale.
It could possibly be an homage to Stan, also from the Monkey Island series. If you haven't played the Monkey Island series, Stan is the salesman who tries to sell some very dodgy things to you at very low costs. And the signs just reminds me of the way Stan's character is. Anyway, let's move on. We have a signpost, table, brochure, and a ballpoint pen. Let's look at the table.
A small table. There are brochures and a ballpoint pen on it.
Normally, there is something extraordinary here. But, given the current circumstances, I thought it appropriate to provide a little promotional material.
Alright. Let's see what we can click on.
Brochures. Huh. Can I take one of these?
But of course! However, only one per person. They are free.
Thanks.
Let's see the ballpoint pen.
Ballpoint pen. Can I have that too?
No, for short-term use only, not for takeaway.
Huh.
Not for takeaway.
Normally, there is something extraordinary here. But,
I'll borrow it sometime.
And we've nicked the ballpoint pen. Now, let's see what we've got. We have a coin, a brochure, and a pen. Now let's see, we can
No, I better leave that.
write anything. Apparently we can't. But what we can do is we can do this.
That should work. Oh, now don't get stuck. Yay! A chewing gum!
I beg you, a little more composure.
Oh, of course. Yes!
Alright, let's see if we can
Nice
talk to the
shot.
shop owner.
Excuse me?
No?
It is an excellent store. Each unique piece under this roof is its own treasure. I sell only originals. Connoisseurs travel from far and wide to purchase my unique pieces.
That sounds impressive.
My clients include the creme de la creme of the upper class.
How many customers do you get in a year?
So you could say, so sometimes, at least, so...
So, no one?
The road is very long. The clientele is very busy.
But you just said...
What's the point of this line of questioning anyway? Who are you? Somebody from the Consumer Protection Agency? The Antique Sales Department?
Let's take a look at these dialogue options.
From Consumer Protection. Right, I'm here for an examination.
Certainly not.
Pardon?
Certainly not. I have only recently corresponded with the lady from this office,
So?
and I was assured that there was no reason to complain. No usury, no hidden extra charges. I'm a clean businessman, and you
Yes?
are an exceedingly bad liar.
Thanks.
Alright, from the Antique Sales Department.
From the antique sales department?
Impossible!
Yes, as I stand here.
Impossible! Such a prestigious body as the official antique sales department would never, and I emphasize, would never, and I emphasize, never employ such a cretin, let alone send them here.
A gratin?
Cretin! You Philistine! There you go.
Philistinette, if anything. So you don't believe me?
Let's not get stuck on quibbles. No, I don't believe you. And you are a very bad liar.
Okay, let's go with I am Vio.
I am Vio.
Please spare me the long monologue about your biography now. I don't want to know where you came from, nor why you have come here of all places to steal my time. Do you intend to buy something?
Not really. I don't have any money with me, and if I'm honest, I don't really know what I'm doing here.
Why don't you say it right away? So you studied philosophy? Well, short of money and these constant why questions about the here and now, existence, I knew right away I wanted to make something better out of my life.
So why are you selling old stuff?
Don't you dare! Old stuff! This shop is a treasure trove! A refuge of precious antique pieces! Valuable treasures, silent witnesses of significant history!
So, in summary, old junk.
Rarities from better times. Each unique piece is an irrevocably precious relic of inestimable value. The state of preservation of my antiques is legendary, and the rarity value undisputed. Each of these pieces of jewelry has been manufactured to a very high standard, mostly by hand.
All right.
Any connoisseur would be awestruck when viewing this invaluable collection. However, this requires appropriate expertise in order to correctly assess age, originality, and provenance, which you obviously lack.
That was a very, very long conversation with the shop owner. Now let's go with these brochures.
These brochures.
Only one per person. They are free. Nice, isn't it?
Yes. What's that all about?
What do you mean?
Well, why are there brochures for an indie game lying around an antique shop? Are they antique too?
Of course not. You like to joke, don't you?
Is that a trick question?
Considering the circumstances, what else should I have put there? The preciousness that ultimately matters? Please, that would have taken away the special charm of the whole thing.
I don't really understand.
Should I have left the table empty instead? How absurd would that be? And the beautiful signs? Remodeling half the interior just for that? I don't earn enough for that. Do you know how much effort that would take? No. Keep the brochure and enjoy it. And if you're particularly nice, visit the website or leave a comment on Twitter.
Website? Twitter?
twistedtale.de. Or, attention, now it gets particularly creative, @Tail Twisted. Isn't that a nice pun? Twisted like that.
Gotta love these references. That slice of marketing in the game. It's a little bit like how the voodoo lady would tell Guybrush Threepwood in the Monkey Island series that how she and LucasArts are signed for a live game contract. So I don't know if that would count as an homage, but I will count that in for now, unless it's wrong. Alright, let's look around for some more.
I'll, look around some more.
If you must. But please, don't touch anything! We only look with our eyes, not our hands.
Of course.
Now, let's see if... Get our gum, and... see what happens when we put gum
Do not
on.
even think about it!
Well, this is what happens when you're playing an adventure game. You just point and touch everything.
Do not even think about it!
Probably won't be able to do anything more with this game since this is a demo, but let's
A
see.
little bell. Strange.
Not
Oh,
for
it's
sale!
already-
Latest generation. Powered by solar energy.
Cool.
We've already been through that. Let's see if we have anything else that we need to click.
Armor.
Originates from the liquidation of a...
I do enjoy the music transition over there. And I do like these little dust particles that are floating around in the artwork. It gives an old feeling where you're in a mildly dusty place. Probably can't click on anything else at this point.
A sign. It says, touching forbidden.
Exactly.
A sign. I can't read the inscription.
And it's none of your business either.
Boxes. No labels.
Do not touch!
What's in there?
Nothing!
Nothing?
Nothing!
You sell empty boxes.
I prefer the name cardboard. They are antique. Do not touch.
Everything is do not touch. Alright, anyway, I don't think there is anything else that we can click on this game, but otherwise I will stop the live recording here for now. But anyway, okay, first impressions. It's absolutely gorgeous so far, and the music, the dialogue, some of the in-game jokes, they are absolutely classic on classic. Anyway, and hopefully I will be able to get the games at some point next year, and I do look forward to seeing a little bit more, not just a demo, but hopefully maybe a first chapter eventually if it comes out. And I am looking forward to the rest of this game. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.